We hit our first bump in the road.
Fingers crossed that's not the case because it's a little bit pricey.
It is, I think, -10 with the wind chill. And then it started snowing again. Hopefully get there around 1:15 this morning.
We're Haley and Cooper, and we spent most of 2024 fixing up an RV and taking it to the West Coast. Along the way, we traveled through 13 states,
Washington, Minnesota, we're in South Dakota, baby!
Wow!
and 5 national parks. For our next major trip, we are going south for the winter.
But like most adventures, it didn't start out quite as smoothly as we were hoping for.
We are officially leaving to start second leg of the RV journey, and today has already been filled with enough drama, but we haven't even left yet.
Okay, maybe not that much drama, but it has been a lot busier than our past few mornings have been.
We had to pack up everything, and then we had some issues with the RV starting the last couple of days, but it started right up today. It was -30 plus with wind chill.
Yep.
So today it was on like -10 with wind chill, and we didn't have any issues with it starting. And we're going where it's warmer, so hopefully that's not an issue. And then, I don't know if you can really see, but it snowed.
Actively. It's actually also actively snowing.
And it's currently snowing on the first half of our trip, but only like an inch throughout the whole thing. So once we get past Chicago, it shouldn't be too bad.
So cool. We are actually leaving.
Woo!
What's your honest reaction?
I'm really excited. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Not really for driving, but more like preparation wise, because we were doing it for so long. Everything was just natural, and we just remembered everything. And now I'm like, did we close everything? Is everything tied down? Is it shut? And we double, triple checked it, but I don't know. I'm sure something's gonna fall over or break, but that's just kind of what happens.
I'm kind of shook. I'm really surprised that we're actually leaving. We spent a lot of time not driving our RV for the last 2.5 months. Honestly, to me, it kind of feels like whenever we left for the first time,
Yeah.
all over again.
Pretty similar. We haven't driven the RV for the last 3 months.
Yeah.
I think more than 3
Which
months.
is crazy.
So this is a big day. And I said we test drove it once for a day and everything went well. So everything should be going as well as it can. We have about 6-7 hours according to Google Maps. We can only go 60, 65. And with the snow, probably a little longer.
I
So
might
we're
be a little slower than that.
looking 8 to 9 hours probably. But it shouldn't be too bad because we're leaving at 9:30, 10 in the morning.
We're on the road again.
We hit our first bump in the road. Right now, Haley's calling Good Sam. We have a flat tire. I don't know if it's 2 flat tires, it's the back one. There's 2 tires on the axle. So I'm gonna try and take it off and see what's happening. And hopefully Good Sam can send someone out to fix it. If not, we're gonna take it into a tire place. That's what's happening. Tried calling Good Sam once already, and they kind of helped, kind of not, and then it hung up. So that's why Haley is recalling him. Is this side, passenger side one, and when we measured it, it said the one tire had 45 psi and the other tire had 0. And that's nowhere near what it needs to be. Currently have 3 of the 10 lug nuts off. It is, I think, -10 with the wind chill. And yes, this is as fun as it looks and sounds. Well, I got the tire off, and some good news and some bad news. Good news, I found the culprit. Bad news, it's this tire. It's completely knocked off the rim. That's not supposed to be, it's supposed to look like that gap, but we have that gap. Well, we got the tires loaded up.
As in, he got the tires loaded up.
Luckily, those tires weigh 300 pounds a piece, so they really suck putting in a car. And here they are. And we're gonna take them to a tire place 10 minutes down the road. We called, they said they'll look at them.
Yep.
Hopefully that means fix them.
Yep.
And they can do it fast so we can get back on the road. Because we're only an hour into our 7-hour drive today.
Woohoo!
I feel like the RV lifestyle of things breaking, we were doing pretty well, and then all of a sudden we just got thrown into the deep end. And they're like, have fun! And now here we are.
By doing pretty well, he means we had an uneventful hour. And then everything else.
Yes. We took the tires to a place called Pomps in New Berlin, Wisconsin. And they took the tires, and they said it's gonna be a couple hours. So in the meantime,
Sandwiches!
and Ted Lasso. Today has been very exciting.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
After we took it into the shop and had our sandwiches, I actually took a little nap, and Haley was just kind of hanging out.
Yep.
And that was 3 hours ago, and now it's 5 o'clock. And almost, and they called and were like, the tires are garbage, which I kind of had a feeling. I didn't want to admit it, but So that's going to be really expensive to get replaced. And we were originally thinking like maybe we replace all 4 of the back ones because there's 2 on each side. But they close at 5 and they weren't originally going to get these 2 replaced. However, when I said that we're kind of stranded here because we're passing through, they said, okay,
In
but
a Target parking lot.
they said, okay, we'll get them done today, but you have to be here before 5. So
We are hurrying and scurrying.
and
almost there.
very thankful that they're able to get it in.
Yes.
But that also made the decision we can't get the back side on the driver's side replaced because they don't have time to do it today. We don't want to stay. We have 5 more hours to go, so we don't really want to stay here tonight.
We are going to do some research, talk to some experts, aka Cooper's father, about whether or not we should get the other 2 done. But if so, we're just going to get that done in St. Louis or somewhere else going forward. So fingers crossed that's not the case because it's a little bit pricey. But either way, we have options. We're going to have tires in a few minutes. All is well.
And then Haley's gonna put them on in the cold.
Nope. Not me.
The tire's back on.
Woohoo.
And now we can go. Days like this, just gotta remind yourself, we chose to live this life.
That's right.
95% of the time it's awesome. Fortunately, it's the 5% that's less ideal.
Yeah, that's true. So if we were driving a car at regular speed, we would be arriving there in 6 hours. We never really drive the RV at top speed. It just doesn't go well, especially with a light snow on the ground. So TBD, what time we'll be arriving.
Probably around midnight or 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Everything has been going as planned for the last hour,
That's
hour
true.
and a half. It's snowing, taking a little longer than expected, but that's okay.
And the snow pretty much just ended, so the highway was much clearer, which is excellent. We're about to take over driving after this quick gas stop.
Only bad news is now we have to play how much is that gonna hurt. And we're in Illinois, so it's gonna hurt a little more. So we don't actually need that much gas right now. It's more the fact that I needed to stop and tighten the lug nuts on the tires that we just changed. And I figured might as well stop at a Love's and top off that gas so we don't need to for the rest of the trip. And this one was right on the route, so it just kind of worked out perfectly. Big reveal, how much is that gonna hurt? 75. We've had much worse.
It's my first time driving tonight, so we'll see how it goes.
Haley has been absolutely killing it. She drove for like 3.5 hours. So we only have like an hour and a half to go. And we got out of the snow a little bit and then it started snowing again. We're currently parked at a Circle K to go for a bathroom break and get gas again. So, yep, how much is that gonna hurt? It's happening twice in one day. And yeah, gonna switch drivers and make it the last of the way. Hopefully get there around 1:15 this morning. So been a long day, but we're making good time. Also in the latest segment of Tow Dolly giving us issues, the whole cover on one of the tires started coming off. So I'm just gonna zip tie that on as a quick fix, then probably bolt it in tomorrow or in 2 days. We have arrived at our destination and Haley is loving life.
So excited to be making this video.
All we have to do is pack up some clothes and then go to where we're staying.
It is 1:30 in the morning. I am looking forward to the bed so much.
And this is where we're parking it for the night.
And the journey continues, but mini version, thankfully. We really need to get a padlock for our tow dolly, and we haven't done that. So we decided we didn't feel comfortable just leaving it in the grocery store parking lot. We are borrowing my stepdad's truck to go pick that up and bring it back to the house. Thankfully, it's like a 3-minute drive there, 3-minute drive back. Cooper's gonna be speed demon, take this off the RV, right, Coop?
Yup.
Yep. So
fast.
we will be back as soon as we possibly can to get in that bed.
Luckily,
The traffic is really light at 3 in the morning.
2.
2 in the morning, my bad. So.
It'll be a fast journey. Fingers crossed.
So this is the part where we could get the lock on this pin right here, so that way you can't open it and just take it, but that's a tomorrow issue.